He was methodical, calculated. Unlike most serial killers, he did not kill close to home. He traveled thousands of miles, hiding so-called kill kits, buried caches of weapons and tools, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Israel Keyes might be one of the most terrifying serial killers in American history. Because his crimes were not driven by compulsion, they were controlled, planned. And most disturbingly, we still do not know how many victims he had. Israel Keyes was born in Utah in 1978, raised in a strict fundamentalist household. As a child, he developed a fascination with hunting, not just animals but the idea of stalking prey. By the time he was a teenager, he was already committing crimes, burglaries, arson, and possibly even an early murder, though details remain murky. Later he joined the military, serving in the United States Army from 1998 to 2001. After his service he moved to Alaska, started a family and ran a construction business. To neighbors, he seemed normal, quiet, responsible. But underneath, he was building a secret life of horror. Keyes planned his murders years in advance. He traveled across the country, burying kill kits, 5-gallon buckets filled with guns, duct tape, ropes, zip ties, and cash. These kits were buried in remote locations, sometimes years before he returned to use them. This strategy allowed him to avoid detection. He would fly to one state, rent a car, drive thousands of miles, and strike victims who had no connection to him. It was methodical, chilling, cold. In February 2012, Israel Keyes abducted 18-year-old Samantha Koenig from a coffee kiosk in Anchorage, Alaska. Surveillance footage captured her being led away at gunpoint. He took her to his home, tied her up, and eventually murdered her. But what makes this even more horrifying is what he did afterward. He staged a ransom demand, taking a photo of Samantha's body posed to make it appear she was still alive. He continued using her ATM card to withdraw cash as he traveled across multiple states. Eventually, Keyes was arrested in Texas after a routine traffic stop. The FBI quickly connected him to Samantha's disappearance. In custody, he began revealing parts of his horrifying crimes, but always on his own terms. He confessed to at least 11 murders, but authorities believe there could be many more. He provided chilling details, describing how he carefully chose random victims, couples, lone travelers, striking in different states, sometimes years apart. Keyes enjoyed the control. Even in interrogation, he toyed with investigators, revealing just enough to keep them guessing. Israel Keyes committed suicide in his jail cell in December 2012, leaving behind a blood-soaked suicide note full of cryptic, disturbing drawings, but no clear list of his victims. To this day, the full extent of his killing spree remains unknown. The FBI believes many of his victims may never be found. What makes Israel Keyes so terrifying is not just the murders, but the cold, meticulous way he planned them. Israel Keyes did not fit the typical serial killer profile. He did not kill out of rage or obsession. He killed because he wanted to. And he planned to keep killing. How many lives he took, we may never fully know. If you want more disturbing true crime stories like this, make sure to subscribe. And tell us in the comments, do you think there are still undiscovered victims of Israel Keyes?